honor to introduce to you Mr. Bruce Walker.
Bruce Walker is probably one of the most overdue people deserving to be in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, it's because he's not from California and he's a Floridian, but he was there from the very beginning. And that's why I am so stoked that he's getting in this year. Manufacturer, skateboarder, distributor, everything. If anyone deserves to be in this year, it's Bruce Walker.
Bruce Walker, I didn't know who he was at the time. Like, who's this Bruce Walker guy? And they're like, oh, that's the dude on the longboard cruising all over the park. I'm like, what? And they're like, people didn't really ride longboards then, but Bruce did.
If you have a guy that falls in love with skateboarding and then stays building it with a brand and a distribution for 50 years, Florida would not be the same without him.
My name is Bruce Walker. I own Ocean Avenue Manufacturing, and two products I make are Ocean Avenue surfboards and Walker skateboards. I spend a lot of the time designing the skateboards myself because I am a skater. I've been riding since 1963. My company's been in business for the past 17 years, making us one of the oldest skateboard companies on earth today.
Congrats, Bruce, on your Icon Award. Thanks for all you've done for me in the skateboard world.
For over 50 years, Bruce has documented all his skateboarding and surfing, either in video format or in photos.
He was always filming skating, and wow, just a legendary guy. He was probably our East Coast Stacy Peralta.
Yeah, the heart doctors attached this heart monitor to me. I can't go surfing because I can't go in the ocean, but I can skate.
Bruce Walker is one of my inspirations to keep skating. He's still doing it. It doesn't seem like he still has the same passion for it. I want to be Bruce Walker when I grow up.
What a legend. I definitely want to be Bruce Walker when I grow up. Thank you so much, Bruce.
Thank you to the Skateboarding Hall of Fame for this honor. And I'd like to say something that may sound stupid or sound weird coming from a 70-year-old, but I'd like to thank my sponsors. There's a couple of amazing companies out there. Volcom has stuck with me for over 25 years. I've been with Globe Shoes for more than 2 decades. These are like families, you know. Some of the companies have like, they get their contracts, and your contract is up, you're out, you know. But there's other companies that operate as families. Vans is a great example of that. And so my appreciation for those two companies, also the 187 Killer Pads. I've been with them since the beginning, and they fit better than any pads out there. Just when you put them on before you've even used them. Trucks and wheels, Sector 9 has always kept me provided with wheels, and I'm riding Tensors. They're the new Tensors, and they really work good. But I have a special thanks to Tracker Larry for, I feel like I'm part of the Tracker family, and Goldwing has done good for me over the years as well. So there's my thanks to my sponsors, and I still use all these products and stuff. But you know, skateboarders always benefit more when their parents support their skateboarding. I would like to thank Aaron and Betty Walker for supporting me so much that they actually moved to Florida to work for me at my company, and they were there for years, and much thanks to my parents. As we grow older, it becomes really important to get the support from your wife. And I'm very happy to say, where is she out there? My wife, Lacey, stand up. She is a huge supporter of my skateboarding, and she bends over backwards to make sure that I can continue to keep skating, and that's pretty much what I do. The other thing is just family is so important. I've got 3 brothers here that flew in from 3 different states with their wives. So there's a lot of walkers running around here today. Also, I've seen so many walker team riders here that I didn't even know were coming. I mean, there's a mass crew here. Lots of walker team riders. So thank you guys for the effort. Over the last 12 induction years, nobody ever asked me my opinion as to like who I thought should get in or not. I think I've probably been around this thing longer than most everybody, and nobody ever asked me, so right now I'm going to give you my opinion. I get the chance because I got this. First of all, I'm a Florida skater, East Coaster. I'm very proud of it. We got a huge crew tonight from the East Coast. And I really feel good that I got that kind of support. What that tells me is that the Hall of Fame is finally reaching a point. You know, in the early years of any Hall of Fame, they've got so many people that are worthy that should be in, but it's too many. You can't have induction ceremonies with the numbers. So it's taken 12 years to get up to this 13th induction year. And the thing I've noticed is that I think we've power packed a lot of the Californians, and we're finally starting to branch out. So we got this East Coast crew here tonight. That's a beginning, that's a start. But with the Californians, upcoming inductions, I really like to call for these 4 guys, at least pay attention. Ray Flores, Steve Shipp, Jim Gray, and Mark Partain. Those are my favorites from California. Florida, we've got to get Jim McCall, Kelly Lynn, Clyde Rogers, Jimmy Plumer, Chris Baucom, Buck Smith, John Grigley, Chuck Denkins, and there's plenty more behind those guys. North Carolina, Reggie Barnes. Has this guy changed skateboarding? My God, you all know who I'm talking about, Reggie Barnes. Now, what makes me really stoked is that we're actually able, when I say we, the Hall of Fame is actually able to start branching out like internationally. Because this is the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. It's not the American Hall of Fame. So I'll just toss this out at you. Germany, we got Yo-Yo Schultz. Switzerland, Gogo Spreiter, the women's world freestyle champion. England, isn't Bod Boyle from England? Denmark, Arto Sari. Japan, Aki Akiyama. Brazil, Sandro Diaz. Canada, Kevin Harris. These are just some of my favorites. There's certainly more. Philippines, Cholo, Steve Ellis. And from Puerto Rico, Michael Gutierrez. And I want to end my long speech here with this very short ending. The state of Hawaii has played such a strong role in skateboarding all these years. I've lived for the last 7 years in Hawaii. I'm a Florida skater. I'll make that clear for sure. I'm probably standing up here because I'm an East Coast skater, but I moved to Hawaii 7 years ago, so that's where I've been skating solidly. And I actually started skateboarding in Hawaii in 1963. My first 4 years of skateboarding were on the island of Oahu. So I've got 11 years invested in Hawaii skateboarding. And I just started to notice, and it almost makes me sad, but not really, because we're looking forward. There's almost nobody from Hawaii in the Hall of Fame yet. I'm going to share this award here. This is mostly a Florida award here, but I'm going to toss a small amount of this out to the state of Oklahoma, where I was born, where most of the Walker family came from, and I've gone back to visit a million times and skated there. So a little tiny portion to Oklahoma, mostly to Florida, but part of this goes to Hawaii. Hawaii has had to share some of their awards. You got Shogo Kubo. Well, they had to share that with California and Japan. You got Christian Hosoi. Well, they had to, again, Hawaii had to share with California. Right now, I'd like to just call for some awareness of these. This is the royalty of Hawaiian skateboarding. Roy Jameson. Larry Bertelman. Larry Bertelman's not in this organization yet. Oh, I think that's a temporary situation. Chris Owens, Vince Klein, Jeff Hartzell, Darren Ho. And I'm going to end on the final name here. It's a very sad story. He just passed away. His 25th birthday would have been last Saturday. Talking about Kalani David. We just did a memorial service for him at the Bonsai Skate Park last Saturday. They planted a koa tree right there at the park. Koa is that Hawaiian hardwood, and it's a really small tree that we planted. As that tree grows, and when we're able to finally go and stand underneath the shade of that tree and celebrate our memories of Kalani David, that might be, because he's so young, there's a lot of people ahead of him, but he has made a huge impact. So many of you people out here, right here today, know and have skated with Kalani. He's at the very top rung of Hawaii skateboarding, and so when we stand underneath the shade of that koa tree, that might be just about the time for Kalani's potential induction into the Hall of Fame. So anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. Congratulations to all you other Florida guys and my team guys that got in, and thank you.
Congratulations, Bruce. You're a legend.